عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الحمد لله الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. Welcome everybody from around the world. My name is Bilal Abdul Kareem and this is the BAK show. We are in the last 10 nights of Ramadan. Wow. Wow. I can't believe that it's going to be over in a week. It came and it seems like it's going so quickly. Brothers and sisters, I am your host and I'm very happy to be here. We're coming at you live and we're going to need to talk about some stuff here today. We're going to be talking about topics which are important to you. This is your show, so you're going to have an opportunity to send in your questions, your comments, or your concerns. It's going to revolve around issues which are important to the Muslim Ummah. So we may as well get started here. Now, just letting everybody know that we are broadcasting every night these last 10 nights of Ramadan. So please be sure to tune in. We'd be happy to have you. Before we get started with any questions, we're going to need to talk about the United Arab Emirates. The United Arab Emirates is a rich Gulf country, rich in oil and particularly natural gas. And they have a huge sovereign wealth fund of around $1.7 trillion. And there's a lot we can say about the UAE, and there's a lot we're going to say about the UAE. But let's talk about something here. The United Arab Emirates just signed an agreement and a pledge to invest $1.4 trillion in the US and US companies. $1.4 trillion. I didn't say billion dollars or million dollars. $1.4 trillion over the course of 10 years. That is $140 billion a year. Wow. That is a whopping amount of money, particularly considering that their entire sovereign wealth fund is only $1.7 trillion. And I'm using relative terms here when I say only, because it's one of the largest in the world. Okay, now, after we've said that, there was a statement that was put forward by the United Arab Emirates National Security Advisor, Tahnoun bin Zayed, who was there. And he stated, now check this out, he said, the UAE remains committed to strengthening its economic ties with the US by accelerating investments in AI, advanced technology, infrastructure, energy, and healthcare. Okay, that's what he said. Now, most people sit there and say, hey, man, what's the problem? Investing in AI, yeah, there's some money to be made there. Investing in healthcare and energy, yeah, we can get with that, especially since they produce energy anyway. So what's the problem, Bilal? See, picking on the United Arab Emirates all over again. Well, look, let's take it a bit further. The White House, it's not my statements, the White House made clear that some of those, that one of the companies which are going to be managing the funds is called BlackRock. BlackRock is the largest financial manager firm in the world. They manage around $11.7 trillion worth of financial assets. That's a lot. Okay, again, what's the problem here, Bilal? Well, the investments that they make is the problem. See, Larry Fink is the CEO of BlackRock, and he's a heavy supporter of what? You guessed it, Israel, and supports the war taking place in the Palestinian territories. Even the United Nations human rights experts have stated that BlackRock may be a war profiteer and profiteering off of the war in Gaza. Now, BlackRock invests heavily and a couple of companies I think you should know about. One of them is Lockheed Martin, which makes F-16s and F-35 planes, which are currently being used in Gaza. At this time, they're being used in Gaza. We've also got Boeing, RTX, General Dynamics, and other weapons manufacturing companies that all manufacture weapons for who? For Israel. Yes. So now we're going to have to ask ourselves a question here. Do they not know that you're investing $1.4 trillion? And as the White House stated, that the firm that's going to be managing some of those funds is BlackRock. Do the Emiratis not know that they invest in Lockheed Martin and Boeing and these companies that make all kinds of weapons and supply them directly to Israel? Are they not clear on that? I think when you invest in $1.4 trillion, I think that you are very clear in terms of who you're investing in. Now, Donald Trump made a statement on his social media page wherein he said the UAE and the US have long been partners in the work to bring peace and security to the Middle East and the world. What? The United States of America is bankrolling Israel in their genocide of Muslims in Palestine. What are you talking about, bringing peace and stability to the Middle East and the world? What is the United Arab Emirates doing? Except that there's one thing. Let's just be honest here. Let's cut past all the bullspit, as they say, and just make it clear. The United Arab Emirati government, they're enemies of Islam. They're enemies to Allah, and they've been against any type of Islamic movement for a long time. They've been that way for a long time. Because there's no way in the world you're going to tell me that you are investing $1.4 trillion in BlackRock, who's headed by Larry Fink, who's a strong supporter of Israel, is running the show and handling your trillions of dollars and investing in companies that are killing Muslims in Palestine. What are you saying? You don't know about that? Of course you knew about that. But they're doing it because they don't care. They don't care. It doesn't make a difference. No, I'm sorry. It does make a difference because you could have invested in McDonald's. Well, I don't know about McDonald's, but you could have invested in many other companies or infrastructure. And for $1.4 trillion, you can buy countries with that amount of money. But you chose to invest in companies which are manufacturing weapons, which are committing a genocide. And on top of that,